Hey, welcome back to another episode of Keep It Real. Can you believe what I have here? Little compact 2A radio with a reach of 15 kilometers. Can you imagine what it would have been like showing the Voortrekkers one of these? They would have thought you had friends in the wrong places. And right here, cordless headphones, unplugged. Great technology. But 20 years ago, people would have thought impossible. Well, today on Keep It Real, I want to speak to you about believe the impossible. That's right, believe the impossible. And I want to kind of peg it down with a Bible verse as always. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and do not lean to what you understand. You see, there's this incredible psychological truth that says perception is reality. Simply put, what we've grown to believe, what we think is norms, what we think is normal becomes real to us. Perception and reality. If I thought the wall behind me was red because I was colorblind, you know what? That wall would be red. But in fact, it's not. It is a brown wooden color. Just to show you how strong this is, you have 100 billion brain cells, as we've said before, all waiting to work with you. But when your brain cells are programmed, it's called your mind. And you cannot trust what your mind tells you. You can't trust past experiences as truth because your brain is so powerful and wants to work for you. Let me do this exercise with you quickly. And you've all seen one of these before. You know what you've got here. It's a checkerboard. It traditionally has black and white or dark and light colors. And I want to draw your attention to these two blocks here. You can see block A and block B. Now, if you look at those very closely, they look like they are about 50% apart. They look about half the color of each other. And that's because your mind has seen checkerboards from the time you were small. And your mind is piecing the picture together. But watch what's going to happen right in front of your eyes. If I take block A and I just pop it down there on the white background, and I take block B and I put it right next to you, you are going to be amazed. Look what you see. In actual fact, they are the same color. Your mind, when the blocks are there, colors them in for you, but in actual fact, they are not anything like that. They are, in fact, the same color. And that just illustrates how powerful your mind programming becomes. And your past and your circumstances, where you grew up, and the failures of the past have led you to believe that you can't do much. Remember last time I spoke about goals, and I told you to stretch yourself and to stretch your goals. And now we're taking you one step further. Let's break down that perception you have about yourself. You see, you have incredible ability. So today I'm going to ask you to believe what the world says is impossible, and I want you to believe what God says about you. Jeremiah 29:11, spoken about it before. And although these words were spoken to the Jewish nation, it is still true of what God believes about you and me. You see, goals are setting plans, and it's fine to have our plans. But if we can discover the plans God has for you, and you line up your goals with His goals, now you're discovering destiny. And 29:11 says, God says, I know the plans that I have for you. You see, He formed you in your mother's womb, and He put some talent inside of you. And He put that talent inside of you because He had a reason for it. And then He plans some goals. Even in Ephesians 2 verse 10, He says, you know what? Once you meet me and you discover me, He says, I have plans and works for you that I have planned from before the foundation of the earth, that you can walk in them. You might believe you only have a little. You might believe, but hey, Peter D., I don't have much of an education. Remember the story of the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and how that little boy came and he took the little that he had and he put it in the hands of the master. And what happened? That those two little fish and loaves fed about 12,000 people. You see, when you trust God and you put your life in his hands, it's amazing what he does with it. Even maybe some of you listening to Keep It Real today, you've had some success. And maybe the next phase of your life that you're trusting for. And here's what I want to tell you. Trust God to take that one step further. Whatever it is you're trusting for, if you put it in God's hand, you have the assurance that that favor of God is gently pushing you forward because it's his plans that you're working towards. You can be more and do more than you ever believed. Here's a wonderful scripture, and I'm going to end with this one today. What the eye of man has not seen, what the mind of man has not even perceived or been able to conceive, something we've not even been able to imagine. God says, that's what I planned for those who love me. Isn't that fantastic? So, keep setting those goals, but put your hand in God's hand. Trust the unseen. Trust the invisible. Trust the invisible God who has a plan for you. Well, that's it for today, and I'll be with you shortly at another session, taking this path of personal growth and personal discovery one step further. So, until next time, as always, remember, don't try and kid yourself, but keep it real.